At All Clad, we're fueled by a legacy of strong bonds.
Cookware is, if you are a musician, that's your instrument, right? So you have to have trust in your cookware.
This is where we meet. Metals layered together for perfect conductivity. We're bonded for life.
At Be Water, we've revolutionized water in gastronomy, making it great tasting, sustainable, and local. We're bringing water back to the center of the table. As the main partner of the Bocuse d'Or 2025, we are proud to support the greatest chefs and juries with our Active Plus, Active Carafe, designed to enhance every exceptional moment. Be Water, the water that inspires gastronomy and respects our planet.
Citeo Pro est un éco-organisme agréé au titre de la responsabilité élargie du producteur emballage de la restauration. Il a été créé à l'initiative des entreprises qui en assurent la gouvernance. La mission de Citeo Pro est de s'acquitter des obligations des producteurs d'emballage de la restauration en contrepartie d'une contribution financière. Adhérer à Citeo Pro, c'est pour vous la garantie d'être en conformité avec vos obligations réglementaires. C'est aussi l'assurance pour le secteur de la restauration de bénéficier de l'expertise du groupe Citeo pour réduire l'impact environnemental des emballages.
Perfect presentations every time has been our main goal for 40 years. We work for impeccable dining and drinking experiences. We offer premium and highly functional products. We design the vision of the future. We crown our original collections with numerous awards. With energy efficiency, we accomplish circular production. Bonna makes the finest presentations possible, each and every time. Bonna, passionately dedicated.
Bridor has always endeavored to make premium bread and Viennese pastries available to everyone. Supported by chefs all around the globe, it developed its handcrafted products industrial management philosophy by opening up to all the bakery cultures of the world. Bridor would be nothing without the passion of the women and men who work to meet its customers' demands, thanks to high-performance industrial tools in phase with environmental challenges.
Welcome to the roots of our legacy, where vibrancy vibrates via ventricles and veins, and electricity forever has its blooming days. Welcome to Beyond.
L'envie du vrai. Chez Elle et Vire, en Normandie, nous partageons avec les chefs en quête d'excellence la même envie du vrai. Partir du plus simple et le sublimer pour faire naître de vraies émotions. Chez Elle et Vire, c'est cette envie qui nous anime, pour vous offrir des crèmes et des beurres au goût exceptionnel.
C'est bon, Thierry, on y va.
Elle et Vire, au cœur de l'excellence, l'envie du vrai.
For 150 years, we have been perfecting our know-how alongside our committed producers. Together, we breed respectfully to ensure quality at every step. Our actions reveal the best of each product, enhancing your creations. For the next 150 years, we will continue to innovate with passion so that you can reinvent culinary art. Rougi&eacute. We innovate, you create.
Together for almost a century, together with cocoa producers, artisans, and all chocolate lovers, we have been moving the needle for a fair and sustainable industry and for creative and responsible gastronomy. Beyond words, we believe in actions. 100% of Valrona's cocoa can be traced back to the producers. As a certified B Corp, we are committed to improving every day. We accompany artisans of good taste in creating works of art with the most beautiful material and to be actors in the sustainable and committed gastronomy of tomorrow. Together, good becomes better.
Bonjour, good morning, benvenuti, buenos dias, salam alaikum, and Huainin Tanja Bocuse d'Or 2025. Welcome to the very first day of the grand finale of the Olympics of Culinary taking place here at Sierra Leone. My name is Tanya Koenig, and it's my great pleasure to be guiding you throughout the next 2 days here in the studio throughout the live stream. So it's so wonderful that you're joining us from around the world. Over 65 countries national qualifying rounds, which were then followed by 4 continental qualifying events: the America selection, the Africa selection, the European selection, and the Asia Pacific selection. Now, 24 countries made it to the grand finale. 12 of them will be competing today and 12 of them tomorrow. And there are 2 themes that all of the teams need to follow to get closer to the podium. They need to do a platter. A platter theme this year is putting a spotlight on roe deer, foie gras, and tea. It's a hot dish using bone-in back of venison, and it needs to be presented with 3 mandatory garnishes consisting of venison pie with foie gras, a fruit-based garnish from the team's country, and a ravioli garnish served with venison consommé. Then we have the plate theme. This is a hot dish representative of the team's country using the official product, which is celeriac root, celery stalks, stone bass fish, and lobster. And for this plate, this year, there's a special new presentation style later on. The celery stacks and celery root must first be presented to the jury on a platter and then taken back to the kitchen where it's arranged on a plate with the stone bass and lobster and then served to the jury. So these are 2 menus our chefs need to create over the next, or within the next 5.5 hours. So you see they already started, and this morning you will get to know the candidates, and afterwards we will taste all of the menus and of course give you a taste as well by describing it. Now, of course, we won't just be here in the studio, but we want to bring you all the action from the kitchen. And to be precise, we have our 2 MCs, our Master of Ceremonies, our Bocuse d'Or veterans, Angela May and Vincent Fernio, on the floor for us, bring all that action. So good morning, hello to both of you. What can we expect from you today?
Good morning, Tanya. Thank you so much for that amazing introduction. And so, yes, I'm Angela May, one of your hosts for the day. And
I'm a duet. We do a fine duet. We are waiting right now for show to begin because it smells already good. And it's terrible, you know. It's terrible because you know that somebody's going to taste sometime, but not now.
Exactly. So basically, here we are at day 1 for Bocuse d'Or 2025 at Syrah in Lyon. And we are just getting warmed up. It's 8:30 in the morning here, so wherever you're watching in the world, you would have a different time zone. So maybe you're having breakfast, dinner, lunch, high tea. But right now for us, it's bright and early in the morning. The teams have started working previously, and so they've gotten the kickstart on the day. So we're going to take a look inside their kitchens in just a short while. But here on the floor, you can start to really feel like the audience isn't even here yet. Syrah only opens in another like 30 minutes or so. So then the room is going to start to fill up. But as Vincent was saying, you're starting to smell the aromas.
Oh, my God.
It's just starting to get
a torture. It's real torture. No, let's say it straight. You know, 24 nations here today. And what is that all about? Just to be the best chef in the world. That's the story.
Exactly. So they're competing to stand on the podium today. So after 2 days of competition, we're going to be able to see who the winners are who are going to stand on the podium for bronze, silver, and gold at Bocuse d'Or, of course. And this kind of competition, not only is it the greatest culinary competition in the world, but it's got a long-standing history, and chefs around the world compete, and as Tanya had mentioned previously, to go through a preliminary round where they can represent their country and represent an area, like Europe, for example, in order to be able to come here. So it's very, very esteemed and a huge privilege. These chefs are going to work for 5 hours and 35 minutes in order to present to us their platter and their plate this year. And so we're really looking forward to see who's going to touch this podium, because it's actually quite life-changing to be able to stand on the podium and to take home one of these miniature Paul Bocuse statues.
And if you're a gastronomy and fine cuisine fan, well, you ain't nothing yet. You ain't seen nothing yet, because what's going on here is crazy. The skills that are shown between those 48 hours, between 2 days, it's crazy. Never seen before.
Exactly. So my earpiece had just fallen out briefly, and I know that somebody's trying to tell me something. I don't know if it's something that's happening here on the floor or not. So I wasn't sure if we were giving a heads up about something that's happening that we need to have eyes on immediately.
I didn't hear anything, but in the meantime, maybe because I mentioned that both of you, you're Bocuse veterans, you've been presenting this event for such a long time. Can you tell us a little bit, what the evolution was like, how you've experienced it, how it evolved, the whole competition?
I'm sorry, Tanya, I didn't hear you. Maybe Vincent heard you there.
No. I could see the lips moving, but... Could you try it again, please?
Yeah, I was just wondering, because you know Bocuse d'Or so well for so many years, how has it evolved in the past few years? Did you see any changes?
Changes? Oh, of course. Mm-hmm. It became the story of the world. It was so Lyon in the beginning, with Paul Bocuse and all his friends in the comedy and so on. And then nations just discovered this contest. And everybody wants to be part of it, as cuisine is growing all around the world, and everybody wants to be part of it, part of this family. It's crazy now. 24 nations, could you imagine? But in the beginning, before the selections, it's over 70 nations that want to be here. And the finest chefs are present today and tomorrow to show their skills, to show their talent, and you'll be amazed, I'm sure.
Yes, indeed, for sure. So I'm still being told, I think we're going to go and find the President of Honor, who seems to be on the floor. As you can see when you're looking around here, that it's all white jackets. So we have some people that we'd like to go ahead and say good morning to and hello to. Let's go ahead and find them as we take a look around on the floor. I think we have our honorary president.
It's more kisses and hugs than just hello to and...
Very French with all the kisses. Yeah, I can imagine that for you walking around, you see so many people that you know from the past few years. It's always nice to stop and say hi and exchange there. Yeah, so let's take a look a little bit on how the candidates are preparing in the kitchen, working already since this morning. There you have kitchen number 1, the United Kingdom. They will be the very first kitchen to present their plate in about 3 hours and 40 minutes, and then their platter.
So I'm looking now for Davy Tissot, Brian Mark Hansen, and being told that they are on the stage somewhere here. If we could have them come by. Somebody has a microphone for them too.
Do you hear Cecile? Yes, but my earpiece keeps falling out. I need the tape.
Oh, here they come to officially open Bocuse d'Or 2025. Please welcome them.
Ladies and gentlemen, a round of applause, please. So we have the president of the tasting jury, Brian Mark Hansen, our honorary president, Danielle Calvert, and Davy Tissot.
Right.
Welcome. Vincent, come back over. Let's go ahead. Here is a microphone for you, Davy. How are you doing this morning? How does it feel?
Super good. Very nice place. I'm very happy to be here.
So I know this is a very new role for you here with us as the president of the International Organizing Committee this year. And I know that this is very challenging for all of these years.
Big challenge.
For all, but also here with me just now to be able to speak to our audience around the world too. I know that you've also been practicing your English
yes,
lately.
Yes, I learn English.
And so I think that Vincent is also going to be
I can
on
speak
standby.
French now.
No, just a little bit.
You know what? The contest changes, but we don't. We're the same. We don't move.
Moi, j'ai le droit de parler français.
The only one who has the right to speak French is Davy here.
Exactly. Tout à fait. So, what can we expect this year? Some of the changes that we're going to see, maybe with the new platter for the vegetables.
Yes, I think c'est très important d'avoir travaillé sur un plateau aussi où le légume est mis en avant. Et sur ce thème assiette, ils auront une partie qui va être faite dans le box, comme si on était au restaurant, et donner l'identité de leur pays à travers le plateau, les légumes, le céleri qui est mis en avant avec le céleri boule sur 2 pièces et le céleri branche.
Davy, c'est pas un produit facile, hein, le chevreuil. Roe deer is not a very easy venison. It's not a really easy product to work on. For some countries, especially, because in Europe it's quite well known. But what about Asia or Africa?
Can I receive it?
Oh, on en trouve un petit peu de partout quand même.
Oui,
on a des viandes similaires un peu de partout.
Oui, oui. En tout cas, la viande de gibier, the game, is a real challenge for us today. Hein?
Oui, il va falloir trouver le bon équilibre dans les goûts et les saveurs pour accompagner tout ça. Et encore une fois,
balance. Well, this is the main word, hein? Today.
La petite note du pays qui peut faire la différence.
The country culture that has to pop up out of the, you know, it's very important that the people here, the chefs here, show their country through their cuisine. You know, show their country culture. I'm sure they're aware of that. What about Brian Mark? How do you feel to be here today on that side of the jury? Easier, wasn't it?
Yeah, it is indeed. I'm very honored to be here and, of course, to taste all the platters from all the countries. So, yeah, it's magical being here now. Not on this side, but this side.
Now you'll be able to taste everything.
Everything. And I'm looking forward for it.
For once.
There's a lot of room inside the stomach.
I'm sure,
bring
and
it
there
on.
too, because we're all wanting to learn about what's going on here, because the chefs, they usually say, they know much, of course, all the chefs present here, but they learn at every session of the Bocuse d'Or. Can you lend your micro to Daniel? Daniel, thank you to be here today. We're so honored to have you among us. How do you feel this morning? Hungry?
Well, actually, I'm starving, to be honest, but I don't think it's going to last too long. There seems to be a lot of food to eat.
Let me tell you that Daniel is a traveler. Born in England and travels all around the world, now in Asia, and is a great chef. If you don't know Daniel, we'll learn about him during that day and see how he eats, because that gives us a lot of information, seeing people in the plate.
Exactly. Well, looking forward to all of the competition today, especially I see the Singapore team looks very strong, the British team, the Japanese team, so super excited.
You've been going through so many countries that you have to support so many countries in a way.
I've got no biases, luckily.
And even France, because you were at the Bristol for some time.
I was at the Bristol for 2 years, so the French have a very special place in my heart.
Thank you very much. Thank you so much for this official opening. Davy Tiso, Brian Mark Hansen, and Daniel Calvert. Thank you so much. And now it's actually time to present you to the teams, and we will continue. We will start with the very first kitchen. We heard that Daniel is already speaking about the British team, so we actually start with the United Kingdom, and let's take a quick look at their candidates. That's the team United Kingdom. And now we're curious to hear more about the candidate. So Angela and Vincent, what can you tell us about the candidate?
I just met the coach right now, Ian. I'm not very good at pronunciation for names, you know, but Ian. Okay, Ian.
Got it.
The coach is here. So Ian, can you tell us about the recipe? What's preparing the team right now?
So at the moment we're working on the fish. So Tom's going to be prepping down the lobster here. We're going to be serving the lobster inside the stone bass, and that's going to be going with the celeriac, which is baked on croûte, and a lovely little celery salad. So something nice and fresh. Then you'll have the lobster sablon, of course, and we're going to be serving it with a seaweed beurre blanc with Cornish and Welsh seaweed.
Oh, yes,
interesting.
plenty of it out there.
Yeah, love seaweed.
What region do you come from?
I'm from Sheffield.
Sheffield, that's north. Yeah, it's Steel City, Sheffield.
Yeah, correct.
Okay, and you're the master of the clock, as we can see here. That's very important because everything's timed.
Yeah, of course. I mean, timing's everything. Right till the last second, isn't it?
Right, you're right. Well, it's amazing to see that the concentration. We're just starting right now on the first box at the first kitchen, and it's so quiet, so concentrated.
It's a little unnerving how quiet it is at this time of the morning, because we know that this is super important for all of the teams to be in kitchen number one before the audience has time to warm up, before we have time to warm up. And so the first candidate of the day here in front of the UK is Tom Phillips. Now, Tom has a very interesting bio because he was the youngest candidate to ever represent the UK in the Bocuse d'Or when he competed for the European final in Turin in 2018.
How old was he?
This information I don't have. Do you know how old Tom was when he was in 2018? I don't know how old he is now.
I believe he was 28.
28. Okay. So then he secured place in the world final in Lyon for 2019, and he placed 10. So he's back here to redeem himself, to try again. And this is one of those historical things that we find so interesting whenever we hear the teams that come back and try and compete, because they know a lot more when they come back for the next round.
Of course, it's this never-ending story.
Yes, exactly.
Rewriting their own story is very important for some of them.
Training mind, body, and spirit.
Absolutely, Tanya.
Yeah. Should we learn a little bit more? I know that our coach has told us a bit about the dish.
Can we see? Yeah,
but
of course.
Maybe we can learn a little bit more about the dish as well.
Yeah, let's take a look at the recipe because they got a video for that.
I think my recipe for the plated dish shows my personality off in a way of clean lines, elegance, I think. All the things that I enjoy about cuisine and how to cook. Very, very classical cooking techniques are used to celebrate and highlight the ingredients that we're using. The platter was extremely exciting to work with these products. Again, very, very classical techniques that are used, which is what I like to do. I think it expresses my love for classical cuisine and true cooking techniques.
So that's the British team over there. Let's continue with kitchen number 2. We continue with the USA. Before we take a sneak peek into their kitchen, it's, by the way, their 19th participation so far. 2 times they were on the podium. Of course, we want to learn more who the team is, so let's take a look at their video presentation. Stephanie De Palma there as the candidate. Now we want to learn more. For more facts about the candidate, of course, I rely on you, Angela and Vincent.
Thanks so much, Tanya, and thanks for launching that video to show us a little bit about the candidate for Team USA. One of the things that we have here, so we're looking at the teams, they're starting to prepare their food behind us, and it's really starting to look great behind. And so we're in front of kitchen number 2, day 1, Bocuse d'Or, and we have with us Team USA.
Yeah, we're so happy to have a she-chef representing USA. Stephanie De Palma with us today. She's working really hard right now.
You stole my line,
No.
Vincent.
Have I?
Yes, I was working up to this crescendo to announce that we have a female chef. So we need more women that are being put on these stadiums, being put in front, in the limelight, because women work so hard in the kitchens, and we know that a lot of chefs find all of their inspiration from their grandmothers. There's always this story, but then it's always men that are telling this story. We need more women that are telling this story.
Okay, easy. I didn't do nothing this morning.
You're surrounded by women in your life. So we
Yeah.
have with us the candidate for Team USA, Stephanie De Palma. And so she has been working her way up through the kitchens, and she won first place at the Bocuse d'Or Americas selections, which happened in New Orleans. And so Chef De Palma and Team USA are going to continue to share their passion here at the Bocuse d'Or finale.
Okay, I don't want to be chauvinist, but let's say that New Orleans is the Frenchest part of USA. I mean, cuisine talking, I mean, you know?
Actually, the cuisine is very, very
Cajun.
different from French cuisine for sure, but it is the Frenchest.
Well, we'll be watching her
this part of the US.
We'll be watching Bradley Weatherler coming today, working with Stephanie, and the coach Sébastien Gibron, which is also the clock master, as always, time master. Hello, Sébastien. How's the mood here?
Thank you very much, and thank you for having us. Super happy and excited to be here with Team USA. Super proud, and as we always say, we're all in all the time.
All in all the time. That's a good definition, I guess. What's she working on right now?
So now we're working on a crust that we're going to wrap our tenderloin in. It's brioche and caramelized onion with garlic. And it's going to wrapped and then smoked with wood from wood barrels from the Cabernet Sauvignon from Napa.
Enough. I didn't have breakfast yet.
I know, exactly.
I can't stand it. I can't stand it anymore.
Sebastian, give us a moment. We're going to watch the video of what you guys are preparing today, and then we'll go back into your kitchen to see a little bit more.
Thank you.
For the theme on plate, we really wanted to invoke a sense of place in Northern California and the East Coast of the United States, really focusing on the ingredients and letting them shine and highlight each other. For the theme on platter, I wanted to evoke a sense of craftsmanship and use of my hands, a lot of handmade techniques, and really give a sense of place of Northern California.
Okay, back to box number 2, Team USA, Stephanie. Coach,
Sebastian.
I have a question about venison. There's a very famous deer in the southern part of USA, the Virginia deer. What kind of deer? Do you have roebucks also? I mean, roe deers?
We tried to source a lot of venison. We sourced it around America, but we had to get some from France to get the same produce that we're competing with. We want to make sure that we practice as we deliver.
Yeah, because the texture is not the same.
No, it's as everything else in America is a little bit bigger and better. So we just
bigger, at least bigger.
D'accord.
I'm actually American, and I'm quite petite, so I'm not so sure. I'm gonna take this away. Okay, thank you so much, Team USA. Good luck.
USA. By the way, the auditorium is not open yet, but I can see that there's lots of American flags here in the stadium already placed there for the fans to arrive very soon. And with that, we continue with kitchen number 3. It is Morocco. Morocco is up next. And before we take a sneak peek into their kitchen, let's see their video presentation of the team. And here we have the team Morocco. So Angela, Vincent, who have we got there?
So here we are in front of kitchen number 3 for Team Morocco.
Oh yeah, we're so excited to have Morocco here. We love that country and love that cuisine.
Yes,
Moroccan cuisine is great.
Incredible cuisine.
I'm with Ahmed, the coach. Bonjour Ahmed. On parle anglais, Ahmed? Ah bah très bien, un petit peu d'anglais, c'est bien. How's the mood in the box number 3 in Moroccan box?
To represent in our country, so we have a lot of things, a lot of spices, a lot of flavors, Moroccan flavors. So yeah, we are so proud to be in here with Youssef and Yassine, the candidate. So we're gonna enjoy this moment together and make it happen.
Okay, I'm going to ask you the same question that I do in every kitchen about the products. Of course, lobster is not a mystery for you because you get some. What about venison? I mean, in the Atlas, you got a lot of game. Is it usual to cook them in Morocco?
Yeah, so in Morocco, we have the venison in the Atlas Mountain. We're going to work it with quince.
Yeah, great.
Because
season.
Yeah. And with a little bit of saffron.
Don't tell us too much because before that we're going to watch a little video about the recipes you're showing.
Yes. So pause one moment before you tell us too much about what's inside the recipes. So we just want to speak a little bit about the candidate that's competing today, Yassine Bogdad. And so I'm reading here on his biography. I know he's very, very busy working behind, so we're not going to disturb him. We're going to disturb you. So I hear that he believes a lot in sustainability. So he's been working a lot about the environment and sustainability. And so these are some of the things that he's practicing today. What else do we know about his career?
So he's a chef, chef formateur. Donc he work in lycée SHPM. So he's a teacher.
Oh, okay.
So he got the transmission for the student.
He's very implicated in transmission.
He's really implicated inside. So all about eco-responsibility, all about waste, and using all the products. So this is it.
I love it when we have a teacher with us because we do this live broadcast around the world and all of the students can also watch their teacher, and then this is such a marvelous moment for them. They must be so proud to see their teacher on a world stage like this.
Yeah.
Okay, give us one moment. Let's go ahead and take a sneak peek at your video for Team Morocco to see what you're going to be seeing today out of this kitchen.
Its expertise, my personality, it's a return to the nature, calm and abstract. My platter is a palace with king and with a princess in the place.
We see that the chef is working right now on foie gras. Did you know, Angela, that foie gras was probably born in Egypt in the antiquity?
I did not know this.
The Egyptians were the first one to notice that the gooses, before their travel through Europe, used to eat more to make fat and to have energy. So they noticed that the liver was so good at that time, and foie gras is a fine product. Where is it coming in? Which recipe do you use foie gras today?
The foie gras, we're gonna use it in the tourte and the Venetian. So it's gonna be inside the la selle, and it will be inside the tourte.
Okay, great.
Very, very classic dishes that we're going to start
We
seeing
love
a
foie
little
gras.
bit later. Exactly.
You know, this is Lyon, this is France, and foie gras is part of it, definitely.
Okay, this is kitchen number 3 for Team Morocco. Good
Merci,
luck,
Ahmed.
team.
Merci, thank you, thank you.
Shukran, shukran. Thank you very much. And here in the studio, before we continue to look at the other teams, I'm now joined by one of our partners with Pommery. I'm actually joined by Adrian Pats. He's a key account manager at Pommery. Now they're celebrating over 35 years of a partnership, celebrating excellence for such a long time. So Adrian, I was wondering, why is this partnership so long lasting?
Well, first of all, as you said, it has been an encounter between two worlds. The world of Paul Bocuse has created like the whole cuisine and been accessible to everyone. And also Pommery, who has a long story as well, as the founder of the first brut in Champagne in 1874. But it's all about tradition and sharing the same values about how to be the best in your field. And this together, Pommery always been really into haute cuisine, into gastronomy, by creating cuvées that can be easily paired and enhance the whole gastronomy. I think this is why this partnership is so as long as it is today.
So nice, and this contest here today is all about creativity, about sharing. How important is creativity at Pommery?
Well, as you said, cuisine, I think as we're seeing it today, is all about creativity, all about tradition, all about thinking what I can do better than the others. And in Champagne is exactly the same, is how you can craft the best cuvée in the world and how to make sure that every single grapes that you pick will enhance the bottle that you're sharing. And this is why this year we also wanted to pay an homage to Madame Pommery and the creator of Brut by creating a new cuvée that is called Apanage 1874. Apanage, it's named that means that it's a privilege given by the king, and here it's a privileged cuvée made for gastronomy. What we did is we went to our history. We have very, very long reserve wines, and these reserve wines are very important for a Grande Maison of Champagne to make a cuvée that is as complex that you can pair with any kind of dishes. So the way for us to create this cuvée is to find the 5 savors that you can find in the cuisine and making experiments with that world, making sure that all the dishes that are made can be enhanced with all these savors that you can find. So Apanage 1874 was a blend of this perpetual reserve that have like more than 70 years of history, plus three vintages, 12, 15, and 18. It's an experience. And I think here is all about experience, right?
Absolutely, it is. So this is a new bottle, and so much creativity went into there. And I love, for everyone who did not know, Pommery was created by a woman, Madame Pommery, such a long time ago. Now, what values do you share with the chefs maybe here with the contest?
Well, I think it's all about transmission, about legacy, is trying to do your best with the transmission, that everything that you learn from someone. And I think it's all about as well the respect of the respect of the all ingredients, the respect of the environment. And well, we are growers as well, so it's important for us to show the lead and show that yes, we care about the environment, we care about the soil, and we care about what we are giving to people. And I think that all of these values are really important, and of course, the respect of each other and the legacy, what we are able to transmit. And here, the last word would say innovation. Innovation is the key. And we've seen, I think, and we will see today and tomorrow, that the most innovative dishes, the best ideas, by respecting the different ingredients, will be able to create this perfect dishes. It's exactly as we've done in all of our cuvées. It's a really crafting experience, important for, I think, the two worlds.
Thank you very much, Adrian, Pat. So combining innovation with tradition, that's the secret. And with that, let's take a very quick look at Pomani in a video.
Thank you. And I would like to send all my...
It's getting loud in here as the first fans are arriving in the auditorium, and it's time to continue with the presentation of our teams. We continue with a team that has probably traveled the furthest way to be here in Lyon, and it's the second time they're participating in the finals. It's New Zealand. So let's take a look at their video. Team New Zealand, Angela and Vincent, I can see you there.
Yeah, right. I feel sorry for you. A minute ago, I felt sorry for you, Tanya, because I know the Brits are just next to the TV studio and they're going to do a lot of noise today.
The Brits and the USA fans.
Yeah, you're going to have a bit of a time with the interviews later on. And so we love this because Team UK always brings in their marching band, and this is the marching band that actually was the national marching band for their football team. So they're really going to be making their presence felt today.
I always have the loudest fans next to the studio.
But it's part of it, you
exactly.
know, this noise.
Enjoy it while you can. So we just want to move on over to a different part of the world. We are here in front of kitchen number 4 for Team New Zealand.
And it's summer over there.
Yes, exactly. So our candidate from Team New Zealand has traveled the furthest, as you were just mentioning. And so we have with us William Mordito. And so this is only the second time ever for Team New Zealand to compete with us here at the Bocuse d'Or in Lyon. So you can see that Will is currently using tools, like real tools.
You know what I was thinking watching this? You know, of course, the All Blacks. The rugby team, New Zealand.
Yes.
Now we will call them the All Racks.
Okay, Team All Racks. Okay, so this is very interesting. So Chef William is going to weave in some of his cultural heritage. So he grew up in a very specific place in New Zealand. Maybe I can ask the president how to pronounce it. Or the coach how to pronounce it. Ken, how do you pronounce this area of New Zealand?
Aotearoa.
Aotearoa.
I won't even try.
Aotearoa, New Zealand.
Aotearoa.
Aotearoa, New Zealand. And this is very interesting because Chef Will also is from the Philippines and
Yes.
it currently has a pop-up named Buko, which is coconut in Tagalog.
Correct.
And so now we're going to see some of this coming through
What you're
from
going to see
this
his
kitchen.
personality come through in the food and how his food has developed over the years. That'll come through in his cuisine today.
Okay, great. So we're looking forward to seeing that. Before we speak about his food, let's go ahead and launch your other video so that we can have a word on the screens to speak about what we're going to see later.
For the fish dish, it's reflective of my personal style. I like to take traditional cooking methods and put my own spin to it. I've finished the sauce with some tamarind, which is reflective of my Filipino heritage, and we've finished it with a horapito crumb, which is reflective of Aotearoa, New Zealand. For the platter, we've taken key inspirations from my New Zealand upbringing, and we're putting the tart that's placed on our platter in the shape of the Filipino sun.
Coach Ken,
Yes.
if I was asking you to do the kitchen haka, what would it look like?
I don't know it because I can't do one.
Okay, but you'll work on it.
I will for next time.
For next time,
Yeah.
promise?
For the third year that New Zealand will
the
come
third year
in,
we'll
yes.
come back and we'll do a hack.
When we talk about the evolution of the competition, contest, everything, we want to see the evolution of the kitchen haka.
Definitely, we can do that for you.
It's a haka's roll.
Yeah.
What's boiling over there? Is it wine sauce?
Yeah, so that's a Pinot
Just turn
Noir.
to the camera if you don't mind.
That's-
No, in your back, there.
That's Pinot Noir from Central Otago, reducing with cherries from Cromwell. So it's from the terroir, so it's very local.
What's seasoned fruits right now in New Zealand?
Seasons for cherries, apricots, stone fruits, strawberries, middle of summertime. Summer fruits.
Fruits of the loom?
The best season for fruit.
We have them here.
Good. And so that goes in venison?
That goes on our venison. One is for our sauce, and one is for a glaze. That saddle is glazed in Pinot Noir.
Okay. Let's talk about venison for a while.
Yes.
Is there a lot of game in New Zealand?
There is a lot of game in the south island of New Zealand.
In southern part?
In the south part, South Island. There's a lot of venison, a lot of wild tare, a lot of wild boar. So we're used to cooking it.
Wild boar, New Zealand wild boar. The one you find on rugby matches.
Yes.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Good. Okay. Well, we're having. It smells really good over there. I love those wine sauce reducing by boiling because it takes all the water out.
Yeah. So we
And
have
you
the
can see
products
some of
here.
the produce here.
Yeah.
Okay. All the products over there.
Yeah.
Thank you.
So just as good as French Pinot Noir, maybe.
Oh, but you got some fine Pinots in New Zealand.
Yes, and this is the best region, which is Otago, Central Otago, comes from there.
Okay, great.
Yep.
You know, I love that country. Never been there. Always dream of it.
Yes,
I'm a
exactly.
rugby fan.
Same.
But
Hopefully,
one day,
one day.
Okay,
Hopefully.
good luck, Team New Zealand.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. So that's kitchen number 4 there. And we continue with kitchen number 5 with Slovakia and their candidate Marek Minaric. And to get a better sense of who they are, let's first take a look at the video.
In the heart of Europe lies a culinary home, where tradition and freshness is combined to create a symphony for all senses. The journey from farm to table is not just a concept, it's a way of life. Step into our kitchen where our chefs mix classic recipes with new ideas. They turn simple ingredients into tasty masterpieces that show off the heart and soul of our culture. My name is Marek Minaric and we are Team Slovakia.
So that's a team there, Slovakia. Angela Vincent, who have we got?
I was watching right now the chef working with his carving shallots, you know. I'm always impressed to see. And the chef is doing a job on celeriac, which is really interesting. Tell us more, Angela, about the candidate, about the chef today.
Okay, yes, of course. So here we have in front of kitchen number 5 for Slovakia, Marek Minarek. And what I'm reading in his bio that's super interesting is he comes from a family of chefs/restaurateurs. So to have people that are inspired by the generations before them. His father was a chef, his mother worked with chocolate, his sister is also a GM. So truly it's a spirit of F&B that runs through and through his blood. And so he has a passion of traveling around the world and believes that when you're in the kitchen and learning about food and produce, that you should learn about everything, about hunting, about how to grow the produce, about everything. And so we're really curious to see what he does, because we know that the venison that we're using is something that needs to be hunted as well. And so this is going to be fascinating to see what comes out of this kitchen a little bit later.
Okay, I'm with Peter. How, Peter? I was watching, everybody knows his job. The kitchen is very clean. That gives a good sign of what's going on, you know?
Yeah, this is perfect because guy is so cleanly. That means everything all right, and yeah, like you say, everybody knows what to do, right?
Okay, so everything is not being revealed yet. Why don't we go ahead and reveal a little bit more about what we're going to be able to see in the kitchen by launching the video, and then we can see if we can get a sneak peek into it. Let's see Slovakia's second video.
I would say the plate represents not just myself, but also the whole country, since there is a main topic, almost the main topic, the root vegetable, which is quite a vegetable that we use on a daily basis, and we love to cook with it. So in this form, I would say that it's something that I grew up with, present that thing in a new and modern way. I would say the platter was kind of my heart thing, since I had grandfather as a hunter, and I was growing with this game meat since young age, and that's why it's really that in my way as a modern thing, different than other recipes that I had before.
I love that. I know it's very, very difficult to hear, but I absolutely love that. So what Chef Marek was saying in his video is that his grandfather was a hunter. And so now we're thinking about this from around the world. We have so many countries that are competing here that don't get to work with this kind of product, but because Chef Marek, his grandfather was a hunter, he's seen venison before, tasted venison, has a bit more experience with it, and so that's definitely an advantage that he's going to be having, and we're going to see a little bit more of that later on.
Yeah, Peter, just one word. Slovakia is a land of forests, and all the Eastern Europe is full of game, full of hunters, so he must be very comfortable with this dish to prepare.
Yeah, it's for the meat. It's a little bit more easy for us because we have, like you said, a lot of the hunter and a lot of the forest. That's mean a lot of the animals. Yeah.
Better than fish?
Yeah, I think yes.
Yeah, easier. I mean, it's in your culture.
Yeah,
a lot of game dishes.
Yeah. Meat is the better for us because we don't have an ocean and like something like this. That's mean this fish is kind of the sea bass, but we will see after.
Many more roe deers than lobsters in Slovakia, Angela. That's what I translate what the cook said. You know? But it's interesting because it's a challenge for them to cook those products that they're not so used to. Thank you, Coach.
Good luck, Team Slovakia.
Thank you.
Thanks so much for presenting us to the team in kitchen number 5. We continue with kitchen number 6. 我们现在看一下中国的团队. We continue with China. It's their 10th participation in the grand finale, and here's their video portrait. This was China in one of their cities where they're copying the Tower of Eiffel. So a lead to be here in France. And with that, over to you, Angela, Vincent.
That's so funny. Thank you so much, Tanya. Yeah, we're here in front of kitchen number 6 for Team China. I looked up at the screen very briefly and I saw the Eiffel Tower there, but I didn't realize. I was like, oh, where are we? So you saw it. We were in the video. Coach, we were in the video. We were in Macau just now.
That's correct.
How long have you been in China?
I've been in actually in Macau 14 years and 2 years in China.
2 years in China, great.
Shanghai.
How's the team? How's the chef?
Team's good. Team's good. Spirit's good.
Yeah.
We've done enough training, so let's see what happens today.
So it's really exciting to have a team like this that's traveled so far. And so we have with us the candidate that's representing Team China today, Yifei Wang. And so we see a lot about making people happy in his bio, cooking the flavors of his childhood. But actually, he's the executive sous chef at the Sands in Macau. So he's very acquainted with doing a little bit of touches of Asian, touches of Western cuisine, probably French background peppered throughout there. Maybe you can tell us a little bit more about the candidate?
That's correct. Oscar worked with me in Shangri-La in Shanghai, and then I brought him to Macau, and he looks after the western side of our operation. He actually has an Italian background, spending some time with Bombana, one Michelin star in Macau.
Okay.
I was wondering, you know, people are not aware of the fact that China is a huge country in cuisine also. There's not one Chinese cuisine, but 100 of Chinese regional cuisine. What region does it come from, Yafei?
It's from the Shanghai region.
Okay. And what's the specialties of this region, especially that it's going to show today?
Garlic, oil, shallots, etc.
Okay. We'll have a look at the recipes, at the video,
yes,
the food video for China, and then we'll be back to you.
Okay. All right. Thank you.
Actually, this fish actually in China we don't have. So actually we do the practice. We all use sea bass, and we put a very unique product. Yes, Huadiao wine. We call it yellow wine. So combined with this fish, so the taste is very unique, very good. So actually, for the platter also, the venison in China, actually we cannot find it. So actually in this venison, we put also very unique fruit, called mulberry. And also we add some like mandarin orange peel inside. And also we put the Sichuan pepper inside. So yes, quite unique, modern, yeah.
Good, always this wine sauces reducing in every box. It's crazy. Of course, we're talking about venison, so
yes,
it has to
exactly.
be. Coach, let me ask you about the vegetables. You know that we know that the European vegetables, for instance, celery and celeriac, is not very common in China. Was it a challenge to change his habits of cooking for this contest?
Not really. He's been a Western chef from the moment he came into the industry. So celeriac, we were able to get that into Macau, also in China.
Also in China.
Imported item, no problem.
And what about venison then? Because you have a lot of lobsters in Chinese Sea, but what about the venison? Is it
there's no game meat allowed in China, but in Macau we can get the venison into Macau, so that's what we did to do the training.
Okay.
You got lucky with that one then, yeah.
In Macau.
Yeah.
I'd like to see what's coming out of this kitchen, you know?
Yes, exactly. And I love
I'm very
Szechuan
impatient.
peppercorn, so I can't wait to see what's coming out of this kitchen. Thank you so much, and good luck, Team China!
Thank you very much. Thank you.
Thank you, Coach.
谢谢你们加油 and that Sichuan pepper, I love that it actually tingles on your tongue when you eat that. So curious to see the reactions of the jury later on. Now, before we continue with the next kitchens, we leave you with a few images, a few impressions of what is happening here in the auditorium, and we'll come back in about 10 minutes to continue with kitchen number 7 in 10 minutes.
front of kitchen number 7. Exactly. I don't think anyone can see us. Okay, we're going to stay in front of kitchen number 7 for a bit. So, audience, if you want to make noise, now's your time to do it.
She's telling me we do a 10 minutes break.
my Louis Vuitton, but even with nothing on, bet I made you look. I made you look. Yeah, I look good in my Versace dress, but I'm hotter when my morning hair is a mess. 'Cause even with my hoodie on, bet I made you look. I made you look. And once you get a taste, you'll never be the same. This ain't that ordinary, this that 14 karat cake. Ooh, tell me what you gonna do? Ooh, when I do my walk, I can guarantee you trouble, 'cause they don't make a lot of what I got. Ladies, if you feel me, this your fault. I could have my Gucci on, I could wear my Louis Vuitton, but even with nothing on, bet I made you look. Said I made you look. Yeah, I look good in my Versace dress, but I'm hotter when my morning hair is a mess. 'Cause even with my hoodie on, bet I made you look. Said I made you look.
Balls hanging low while I pop a bottle off of your chain swinging, clang clang, and it costs a lot. Bitch, I'm always at the guala, yeah, and you are not badass beat. Keep on going till you hit the spot. Whoa, I'm a big bag hunter with the bow. She got a big bed, number drop it low. Mama called me and she happy with the grow. Never ever fall for a body that's a no.
Just pop the Kenny about a million options. So just talking to stop doing the agreement. I rock arenas, bringing the peace. I'm bumping that park in the car, pretending I got all the eyes on me. Got a bad baby and she's independent. Too many people older than me, they're seeking attention. When they want me about the goofies, man, I should've listened. And the smell of the money, my strangest addiction.
She tit for dick, I let her lit, I had to dip. I'm on for fifth, I'm all rich now. I bought a whip, I paint it drive itself. The fuck you think? Yeah, I'm rich now. Hey, little mama, yeah, you heard about me. I'ma pop you like a pea, yeah, add 'em on me. Yeah, feel so hot like I'm chilling on the beach. Yeah, baby in the sun like the Teletubbies. Balls hanging low while I pop a bottle off of your chain swinging, clang clang, and it costs a lot. Bitch, I'm always at the guala, yeah, and you are not badass beat. Keep on going till you hit the spot. Whoa, I'm a big bag hunter with the bow. She got a big bed. Mama called me and she happy with the grow. Never ever fall for a party that's a no.
I've been in the club and taking shots. If you got your mask off in the photo, you getting crap. Hopping out the function. The CVS is like a block away. Bought a motion sunrise on my ice, quarters dry on my face. Don't need that VVS, my ice is fake. Your life is fake, I choose to do it for my pocket's sake. You're basing your opinions on what the major says. I renovate the bad energy I erase.
Yeah, I don't really ever wanna top. Only really ever wanna top. Guess I'm going back to the side. At least this money never really stops. Hey, little mama, yeah, you heard about me. I'ma pop you like a pea, yeah, and I'm on me. Yeah, feel so hot like I'm chilling on the beach. Yeah, baby in the sun like the Teletubbies. While singing low while I pop a bottle off of your chain swinging, clang clang, and it costs a lot. Bitch, I'm always at the guala, yeah, and you are not badass beat. Keep on going till you hit the spot. Whoa, I'm a big bag hunter with the bow. She got a big bed, drop it low. Mama called me and she happy with the grow. Never ever fall for a thotty, that's an oath. Need a boy who can cuddle with me all night. Give me one, let me long, be my sunlight. Tell me lies, we can argue, we can fight. Yeah, we did it before, but we'll do it tonight. Yeah, that fro black boy with the gold teeth. You dark skin looking at me like you know me. I wonder if you got the G or the B. Let me find out and see you coming over to me. Yeah. These days are way too lonely. I'm missing out, I know. These days are way too alone, and I'm not forgiving, love away, but I want someone to love me. I need someone who needs me. 'Cause it don't feel right when it's late at night and it's just me and my dreams. So I want someone to love. That's what I fucking want. Look, you know it's hard to define in these times, but I got nothing but love on my mind. I need a baby while I'm in my prime. Need an adversary to my down and weary. Like, tell me that's life when I'm stressing at night. Be like, you'll be okay and everything's alright. Let me hear nothing 'cause I'm not wanting anything but your love in your body and a little bit of your
Welcome back here in the auditorium. We see the Swedish fans over there making some noise. We can hear a lot of noise here also from the UK and American fans, USA, making some noise for their teams that are already cooking. And we continue now with the presentation of the teams. We continue with kitchen number 7. Continuiamo con l'Italia. We continue with Italy e guardiamo il loro video. Let's take a look at their video presentation. E si mangia bene in Italia. And now we go over to our colleagues Vincent and Angela, who are there already.
Siamo tutti qui, ma silenzio, prego.
So here we are. We're in front of we're in front of kitchen for Team Italy, and thank you for introducing that really cute video for the team. Everything was so adorable. The team is really intense behind us. So I'm going to go ahead and dive into the candidate's bio. So we have with us Marcelino Gomez Vita. Now I am in love with this bio, because he began his culinary journey in Argentina and he took a gastronomy degree. But because he was so interested in the culinary world, he wanted to dive into it further, and so then he went to join the research foundation for El Bulli, working with Ferran Adrià, and then he was determined to compete in this competition. And so now this is where everything starts to turn very, very interesting. So he worked at Geranium, which we know is under Rasmus Kofed. And of course, you need to be highly connected to the Bocuse d'Or when you think about Rasmus Kofed. He's the only person in history to have all 3 of the medals, which is bronze, silver, and gold. And then he wanted to go back to Argentina, where he represented the Bocuse d'Or team as the president. So not only is he here today on this side of the kitchen working very, very intensely, but he knows what it's like to sit in the front as a president. And so that's kind of a reversal of a timeline. Very, very interesting. And so he coached the Colombian team, and of course now he himself is competing for the Italian team. Fascinating.
What a story. What
Yes, exactly.
It's thrilling. I was going to ask something to Marcellino, and no. So I turned to Coach Alessandro Bergamo, and
again, no.
No, again. But I will maybe, I don't want to disturb. I feel so sorry of being here in such a total concentration that
I think let's go ahead and launch the recipe video to see a little bit more of that and see what we can see with our own eyes.
So the recipe expresses my personality in the design and the shapes, but I get inspired of Italian ingredients, trying to understand the more important ingredients of Italy and put together with the celery and celeriac. So it was a really nice development for me. So the platter was inspired in the mosaic Fiorentine. So it's an evolution of the European. So for me it's really important to keep working with the same ideas and the same products to reach the perfection.
Alessandro Bergamo. I was thinking about celery and celeriac. It's part of the Italian famous sofrito, which is a base for a lot of sauces, so you're very used to that vegetables.
Yeah, we use a lot of celery for the sofrito, for the bolognese, or for everything, yeah. We use a lot of celery.
Il famoso ragù.
Voilà, yeah, is this. Yeah.
So, how's the mood today? Very concentrated, as we could see.
Yeah, we have a lot of work. We start already 30 minutes, and we need to keep push until the end for send the platter, yeah, for sure.
It's always a big challenge for Italy, who wants to earn his place on the podium, where you deserve it.
Yeah, it's a dream for sure. We are here for this. Yeah.
Okay, we don't want to disturb anymore.
Thank you so much.
I'm sorry I disturbed you.
Okay, good luck, Team Italy.
Grazie mille. And we continue with another country that participated 19 times and was 7 times on. I know it's going to get a bit loud in here right now when I'm going to say the name. So let's give it up for Sweden and their video.
Hela tiden så går det att göra någonting bättre. Hela tiden man är lite osäker om man gör tillräckligt. Hela tiden sträva efter att göra någonting nytt, någonting gott och någonting storslaget. Våga vinna, våga pusha gränserna. Att kunna lägga någonting på tallriken så att domarna ska inse, jaha, det här är Gustav, det här är Sverige, det här är fantastiskt. Det är svårt, men det är också det som är storheten med den här tävlingen. Förstå att vara bäst i världen på det som man tycker är absolut roligast.
Sweden in the house, in kitchen number 8 as well. So hey, Angela and Vincent, tell us more about the Swedish team.
Well, there's a lot of concentration too in Swedish camp, but Gustav is working right now with his team on different pieces of carving, as I can see.
Very, very precise.
We'd like to know more, but you know that the Scandics are always so strong.
Yes, exactly.
All the Scandinavian nations are always so strong, and we are about to see what's coming out in a minute, a few hours from this box. But we're always very interested in Swedish kitchen.
Yes, of course. So it's very difficult because, one, they have such a long-standing history here at the Bocuse store, so they know exactly what to do. They know how to train. They know how to be precise. Their minds can be prepared for it. But then when it comes down to it, and I think everybody could hear, especially when Tanya tried to launch the kitchen itself, that they also bring a huge contingent of supporters. And those supporters are cheering and egging everybody on. And so it's fantastic. And so as much as you train and as much as you prepare, you cannot be prepared for this kind of intense sound, this vibe in the room that encourages you, makes the room feel alive, and at the same time can also be a little bit unnerving. It's fantastic. So they have a huge amount of supporters.
Yes, but the reputation for Sweden is not to be a loud nation, but the supporters, they lied today.
Yes, so let's see. We have with us today the candidate Gustav Leonhardt. He's the Swedish candidate for 2025. And what's great is that he, of course, has numerous medals. So he knows competitions, he knows what to expect from both national and international competitions. In 2014, he started his career as a student with the Swedish Culinary Team, and he was a student of Tommy, who is the current president of Team Sweden, and he's also been Sweden's candidate for Bocuse d'Or. During the last decade, he's won both Swedish and Nordic championships for high school students. Furthermore, he won the Culinary Olympics for the Swedish junior team in 2016 and 2020, as well as Swedish Chef of the Year. So in the European final, which was held in March 2024, he finished second place. So really having a taste of that, having a taste of the podium before. And he's worked in several Michelin-starred restaurants, which include Aria, Agriculture, Adam, and Album. All 8 names, though. So let's go ahead and take a sneak peek at the video to see what we're going to see inside the kitchens.
The recipe I've chosen for the plate, it resembles my creativity and my history, but with new influencers from all around the world. And for the fruit garnish, I've chosen apple, a historical fruit that has been in the Swedish history for a long time. They acknowledge the knowledge, the craftsmanship, and the friendship.
Okay, let me turn to Coach Peter. Hey Peter, hur mår du?
Very nice. Thank you very much, Vincent. Ça va?
Very good.
Thank you.
The chef is working on foie gras right now.
Yes.
What's the secret to make it tasty and different?
Well, all the knowledge that Gustav have about gastronomy is all craftsmanship, basic skills. Don't over-flavor it, don't overpower anything, just let the nature has its power to make the right flavors.
As being a commie for 2 times before being here as a chef, it's not really new for him. Is it an advantage that he uses to know the mood and to know how it works?
Well, of course it is. He's enjoying Lyon, he's been enjoying the Syrah and the Bocuse d'Or stage for so many times, and finally he's here as the main character for the Team Sweden. He's been dreaming about this since 2014, so Team Sweden is living the dream today.
I see that the Swedish supporters they are really there. How many came today? 100 of them.
I guess it's a couple of hundred, maybe 200, and they're always supporting us when we're training. In the beginnings, we feel the best of support. This is the fabulous restaurant business of Sweden.
Is Bocuse d'Or well known now in Sweden?
Yeah.
Well sold?
Well, everybody's seen our truck, everybody's seen our balloons flying everywhere, so yes, they are.
Thank you, Coach Peter. We'll leave you with your candidate working on the clock, because it's always a question of timing.
Exactly.
Thank you, thank you.
Good luck to Sweden. Thank you very much for presenting us kitchen number 8.
Team Sweden!
Yay! And we travel to Asia now, and we go to Vietnam in kitchen number 9. Let's get a glimpse of who the candidates are in their video portrait. Beautiful Vietnam. There are lots of fans in the house as well. In kitchen number 5, they're already cooking. And yeah, you see the fans there waving their flags for Vietnam. Going crazy. So Angela, Vincent, what can you tell us more?
Oh, thank you so much, Tanya. We were just actually looking inside the kitchen. We want to speak a bit about the candidate, but we're just looking inside the kitchen because this is the first kitchen where we so far seen any of the chefs working with the required fish, which is the stone bass fish. So we'll be speaking about that in just a short while. So
we're so lucky to be so close and see the techniques. I know you would like all over the world to be here with us, but we'll try to be their voice and show the techniques with our crews.
Exactly. It's fantastic. So for all of you that are tuning in around the world, they get the best view because they can see very, very closely. The people in the audience can't see as closely, but can see on the big screens, but they're probably going a little bit deaf with all the screaming and everything that's
Nose
happening.
and eyes okay. The ears, we'll see.
Yes, exactly. So
Tell us more about Trung.
Yes, so we have Sun Trung Vu, and of course he has had a fascination with chefs from his childhood, and so he had been watching the Iron Chef. And so he's been pouring his heart and soul into these creations. And like everybody else, and you see it more and more around the world, what do you eat with first? You eat with your eyes. So if you're watching a lot of this stuff on TV, you're also eating with your eyes. We see it in the restaurants that the camera eats first before everybody. So it's fascinating when you see these things that inspire you and want to make you try something. And speaking about inspiring, I was just watching the video that we saw for Vietnam with these beautiful markets, and the color was just gorgeous. It really makes you want to go there. It gives you that desire to be there. So it's fantastic that these countries that travel all the way here to Lyon are now bringing us a little bit of their culture as well and inspiring us to go and see them in their home countries. So for Trung, he has also been the second place as the young Escoffier talent in Asia and Hong Kong. So he's been competing in these
I'm an Escoffier myself.
Oh, are you?
I'm so proud for the disciple d'Escoffier to have one of us.
You're a disciple. And he also competed in the Catering Cup. So he's been competing in a few of these competitions before. So this kind of for the ballet that he has in his kitchen box, he should be quite prepared for it. Let's go ahead before we look into the kitchen and look at those ingredients again and launch his video.
So about the platter, we make like marinade stone bass with lobster, and after that grown up with celery mousse combined with the dry cook of the celery arc, and celery salad with the lobster sauce based on the live broth of the Vietnamese cuisine called bún riêu. So about the platter, we focus about the north of Vietnam. Like we have the forest, and like we have the spice and fresh herb. I use the macan and hazor. That's the name of the spice in Vietnam for combined with the venison.
Hey, back to the kitchen on Vietnamese Kitchen. I'm with Coach Daniel. Hello, Daniel.
Hi, how are you?
Oh, I'm okay. Daniel, what is the strong points in Truong's cuisines?
I think the strong point on his cuisine is he take a lot of inspiration from his childhood. So he brought up with all the correct spices and ingredients from Vietnam.
Yeah,
and
herbs also.
Herbs and and we have 52 different ethnicities. So we have different cuisines. So that's where he brought all of these knowledge that he grew up as a child. Yeah.
How does it feel to come from a country where it's summer right now and then it's middle of winter here in Lyon? Is it a problem for you?
Of course it's cold, but however, I think we got a very warm reception here in Lyon.
And the audience is fantastic.
And
The
I think,
supporters also.
For the team being here for the last 2 weeks, we got a lot of support and help from everyone, from our friends and, from all of our supporters. So I think that warmed us up a bit, yeah?
Okay, so there's a good mood in the kitchen, in the Vietnamese kitchen today.
Yep, as always.
And we're happy to have you here and hopefully go further on.
Exactly. We can't wait to taste some of the Vietnamese spices and herbs and some of the dishes. That's going to be really, really nice to see.
Thank you.
Thank you, Coach Daniel.
Okay, good luck, Team Vietnam.
Vietnam in kitchen number 9. Thank you very much, Angela and Vincent. We're again taking a very short break with the presentation of the teams and show you a few images, live images of what is happening here. So we'll be right back in a few minutes.
Some boys kiss me, some boys hug me. I think they're okay. If they don't give me proper credit, I just walk away. They can beg and they can plead, but they can't see the light. That's right. 'Cause the boy with the cold hard cash is always Mr. Right. 'Cause we are living in a material world, and I am a material girl. You know that we are living in a material world, and I am a material girl. Some boys romance, some boys slow, that's alright with me. If they can't raise my interest, then I have to let them be. Some boys try and some boys lie, but I don't let them play. Only boys that save their pennies make my rainy day. 'Cause we are living in a material world, and I am a material girl. We are living in a material world, and I am a material girl. Living in a material world, and I am a material girl. You know that we are living in a material world, and I am a material girl. Boys may come and boys may go, and that's alright to see. Experience has made me rich, and now they're after me. 'Cause everybody's living in a material world, and I am a material girl. You know that we are living in a material world, and I am a material girl. Living in a material world, and I am a material girl. You know that we are living in a material world, and I am a material girl. A material world.
Welcome back here in the studio. I'm now joined by one of our sponsors, Metro, and I'm joined by Cynthia Merop, Offer and Marketing Director at Metro. Now, welcome, hello. Very nice that you're here. Now, Metro is a sponsor, a main sponsor. Tell us, why is this sponsorship so important to you?
To be the main sponsor since 2013, so it makes a while, and all the values behind this competition, innovation, excellence, and the recognition, the international recognition of gastronomy, it's very important for us.
Absolutely. Now, some of your products are being used here as well, and it's a French company, Metro, but you're around the world where you're selling your products. How do you choose these?
The selection is very strict. We have 80 buyers dedicated to each categories to find the best product on the market. So we have a selection of the strongest suppliers, and we are proud also to provide to the team our extra fresh product.
And you're also sponsoring Team France that will be competing tomorrow. What else can you tell us about the sponsorship?
Yeah, we support them for the training session by providing products, and all the employees of Metro France are behind them, and we try to transfer all the good energy, and we expect them to win.
Okay, great. Well, I'm sure the French fans are very happy to hear that. And how is it for you to be here, to be back in the competition here on day one of Bocuse d'Or?
Yeah, it's impressive, and the crowd is energizing all the competitors. It's fantastic.
Great. Very glad to hear that you're having a good time. Enjoy your day, and thank you very much. Thank you very much for partnering with Bocuse d'Or for such a long time. Now, let's take a quick look at Metro.
Mareczka, tam chcesz te czyste po hrnce? Czyste hrnce są... You can bring it here. You can bring it.
And here in the studio, I'm now joined back by another sponsor, Rougi&eacute. We're joined by Pascal Bernaud, Executive Chef at Maison Rougi&eacute. So, bonjour and welcome.
Thank you. Thank you. Welcome too.
Very nice meeting you again. We already saw us in the last edition. So tell us a little bit more about the connection of Maison Rougi&eacute with Bocuse d'Or.
Yes. Since 1875, we have accompanied chefs from all over the world in their creation with our high-quality product. Since 1987, Maison Rougier has been a proud partner of the Bocuse d'Or winner Academy. We are also present as a European and French selection, as we are committed to transmission of gastronomical knowledge to today's and tomorrow's chef since 2003. We have also been presentees the Best Comedy Award. This year marks yet another milestone, as is our 150th year of existence. All contestants wear anniversary aprons and works with our product.
Congratulations to 150 years anniversary.
Great house, great Maison Rougier.
That's a long time that you're existing, which also is a sign of quality. So the candidates this morning are already working on the foie gras, on one of the themes that they're using your product. Can you tell us more about this selection?
Of course. First of all, we are proud that the foie gras from Maison Rougier is part of the theme plateau during our 150th anniversary year. It is some way a recognition of a cuisine that honors the French terroir and gastronomy, but it also puts the spotlight a technical product that Rougier has been able to place on many international tables. The product they have working on today is our fresh foie gras, extra gastronomy wrapped in a recyclable paper. This foie gras is then selected and represents only 5% of the foie gras of our cooperative. Weighing between 40 grams and 550 grams, with a blonde corn color. This liver promises controlling melting during cooking and is a reproducible quality. The Rougier house guarantees full traceability, identifying with a currency producer and selector of each fresh foie gras. These exceptional qualities make this product an ideal choice for the prestigious Bocuse d'Or competition, which is reflected in them for the final. It is a perfect showcase of our know-how.
And what is your commitment in the future?
Yes, for us, providing constant quality is a guarantee to having a future. It requires the involvement of all stakeholders in our sectors. That's why we always have the most respect for our producer, our employees, our animals, and also our territories. All Rougier ducks are 100% French origin, fed with French whole grains and GMO-free. As a cooperative in the Southwest, we work in partnership with family farm. 70% are owned by couples in 2 French areas of production. Our dogs spend 90% of their time on grass, and animal welfare is constant preoccupation for us. From the breeding of dogs to the preparation of products, we exert perfect control from eggs to the plate in order to guarantee your exceptional quality and all our products. Thank you for all. Have a great trade show, everyone.
Thank you very much to you, Pascal Bernaud. Merci beaucoup.
Thank you, Tania.
Thank you.
Thank you for all.
Thank you. And let's take a video at Maison Rougier.
For 150 years, we have been perfecting our know-how alongside our committed producers. Together, we breed respectfully to ensure quality at every step. Our actions reveal the best of each product, enhancing your creations. For the next 150 years, we will continue to innovate with passion so that you can reinvent culinary art. Rougier, we innovate, you create.
So it's time to continue presenting you to the teams of the day. We continue with kitchen number 7, where we have Hungary, and it's their 7th time at Bocuse d'Or, and also they have some fans here in the house. Before we go into the kitchen, let's take a look at their video portrait.
Here, taking control, put this track every verse, every flow. No human hand, just code and wire. Sang the song too, got that vibe, no lie. They highs here, but it can't take the throne. What the store's real, that's a chef's zone. Once a prep, it's the human touch. No machine can't feel or create this much. Ingredients fresh, flavor so deep. In the world of code, we still gotta keep. Hungarians got the fire inside, cooking and training, both side by side. Not just the kitchen, they run, they lift, building the strength. That's the real gift. With flavor so deep and stamina strong, AI can't compete, it can't play along. The human touch is what we do. Real chefs, real hearts, making it true. Hungarian spirit, they push and impress, raising the bar on the path to success.
I can see some swag there from the Hungarian team. Angela Vincent, are you there?
Oh, yes.
Yes, we are. And we are standing here in front of Team Hungary. Before we speak a little bit about the candidate, I just wanted to backtrack up to that video. And what's fascinating is we were just presented this fantastic video from Team Hungary, and they have really made it so modern and so current. This is such an old competition, and you see like what people are doing before you, and that was really fun and cute.
We always try to modernize, don't we? You see my new hairdress? It's really modern, isn't it? By the way, it shows that these chefs are not only great cooks, they're real athletes, because such competition needs it, Angela.
Exactly. This is an endurance competition. So one of the things that we've noticed is that a lot of the chefs, not only do they train CrossFit, they run marathons, they really try and get their focus. It's a lot of type A personalities that compete for a competition like this. So here we have in kitchen number 10, competing for Team Hungary, we have Roland Kelman. So Roland Kelman has a very, very interesting career path. But what's very important is last year, for the very first time, and by last year, I do mean 2024, for the very first time ever, Hungary stood on the podium as Bocuse bronze. So they have a lot to show today.
And to climb the stairs, of course. What's behind us is those chefs working as a team, and you can see the coach running from one place to another while we're talking. There's a lot of helping from the coach. I'm going to turn to him in a minute, just after the video, if you want.
I know. I know.
These are platters, my country stories, my country tradition, my inspiration. Then is a white wine, then a Tokai Asu is a very famous wine in my country. My platter is my country tradition, my inspiration, because we grow the greens and we made the wine and we made the passion foods like the Michelin star restaurant.
I had the coach with me, and he left.
It's actually very stressful. It's very stressful because they have all of their timers. The team is very demanding. They've been training with the team. But what they haven't been training with is somebody coming and grabbing a camera and putting a microphone in their face and then having to say a few words at people. So we know that this kind of pressure is...
We must say also that those kitchens are very large. 3 people working, 3 cooks, and he has to go to one place to another, from one place to another.
Exactly.
Just give his instructions.
The dance.
Coach Laszlo, see ya,
you have a minute?
Coach. Good morning. We were wondering about what's going on here because I saw the French chefs going around. We know perfectly that Hungary is the
game country in Europe. Everybody buys your game, and you export the game for all Europe. So you have big pressure on this dish.
Yeah, the coach is not easy, you know. A lot of to do, and we have to organize.
But it's part of your culture, the fact that you have this venison to cook.
Yes.
Are you going to show? Are you going to show the Hungarish way to cook it or to prepare it, or?
What can we expect from your team?
Especially the saddle, we use coal, coal, and we roast it, and use a few herbs and salt, lemon.
Okay. So you're using coal. So you're going to have a little. Is that what you said? Coal?
No.
Oh. No. On the saddle, you're using what?
We use a tartar.
Yep.
And we use for the tartar is called coal dust.
Okay.
Yes. But another very important element is the pie. I think is the most difficult element. And we was thinking about that.
Okay.
So,
I saw that the chef was using quite as a nail file, but I should say a bone file.
Yes, exactly.
An electric file.
It was very cool.
To be sure that the rack is perfect.
Yes, the details is very important. So this is the Bocuse door.
Everything, it is.
everything is need to be perfect.
Oh yeah, of course.
So,
perfection is the rule here.
Yes, we try.
Okay, thank you so much for taking this couple seconds with us. We'll let you get back in there coaching the team. Thank you so much. Good luck, Team Hungary.
Thanks so much, Angela and Vincent. This is Hungary y ahora continuamos con Colombia. It's their third time in the grand finale, so let's find out who the candidates are. Here's their video. La Colombia en la cocina número 11. Vincent, Angela, what else can you tell us?
Yes, here we are in front of the cocina for kitchen number 11. We have with us candidate Diego Torres Goraldo. And so he is a very distinguished sous chef at the Hilton in Bogota. And so what can you tell us a little bit? We have with us the coach Adrian here. Don't tell us about anything that's going in the kitchen yet, but tell us a little bit more about the candidate.
Oh, the candidate is a person very with a lot of discipline. It's an excellent person. It's a cooker, and I think it's your distinction today. It's our job. The discipline, the precision, all the 2 years. Today, finish.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah.
You've been working 2 years to get to this point, and then now here we are. You can feel the energy and the magic. Give us a minute. We're going to launch your video for the kitchen, and then we're going to talk about what's going on in here. Go ahead for the next video, please.
Okay.
This dish is a memory in my father. I fishing with him. The recipe cooking every weekend. The celery roll is a terrine with coconut and curry. The other garnition is inspired in the Altiplano Cundiboyacense. This plate represents me because it's strong and subtle. And the garniture is an important fruit in Cundinamarca. It's so sweet and acid. It's the perfect combination for the meat.
Back to Colombian kitchen with Coach Adrian. Coach Adrian,
yes.
Maybe some of them people watching us don't know about Colombia. Colombia is a big country.
Yes.
It's a link between Central America and South America. It's surrounded by 2 oceans with a lot of mountains. So you have all kind of products, especially vegetation,
yes.
Fruits and vegetables. It's very common in your cuisine.
Is very common, the fruit. It's a lot of quantity of fruit. It's a place very magical because we have a lot of fruit, a lot of quantity. We have a lot of colors, a lot of flavors. It's amazing, the fruit of the country.
And sea products coming either from Atlantic or Pacific.
Yes, the seafood.
This is a real chance.
Exactly. For us, prepare a lot. We have a lot of preparations with seafood or fish, and it's amazing if you eat in Cartagena or in Santa Marta. We have a lot of types of fishing.
And we must say that Colombia was a little close. A few years ago, there was problems of security. Now it's open to all the world, to tourists. It's coming back on the scene, and you must visit Colombia if you're lucky to do it.
I think the people need to visit Colombia because it's a great country. It's beautiful. We have a lot of weathers. It's amazing.
Microclimates.
Exactly. We have the sea, we have the land. It's amazing. This is el país de la belleza.
And cuisine is part of the experience, of course, in Colombia. Not only dancing and, you know.
It's a mixture.
It's a mixture. Well, you should try dancing while eating, which is not very easy when you move too much. Anyway, good luck to Colombia.
Thank you so much.
Good luck, Team Colombia.
Y mucha suerte al equipo de Colombia. Y continuamos con Singapore. We continue with Singapore. And now let's take a quick look at their video portrait. This is Team Singapore, our very last team of the day in kitchen number 12. Angela, Vincent, over to you.
So here we are in front of kitchen number 12, which is the last kitchen in the competition. But it's actually, this year, the way the kitchens are placed, it's quite nice because they're kind of tiered. So it doesn't feel like you're on one side or the other. It really feels like the stadium is quite contained. So even being in the last kitchen, you still feel like you're in the throng of things.
It seems to me that you feel at home.
Exactly. I feel a little bit at home in this kitchen. So here we are. We have Team Singapore in kitchen number 12. I hear zero noise. There's some screaming. I think this is the first time we've had such a large group of supporters here for Team Singapore, because we're feeling quite nice about the people that are here to support them. And if you look around in front of kitchen number 12, you see a lot of people that are interested in what's happening here, because our contestant that's here for Team Singapore, we have Matthew Leong, and he's competed here at the Bocuse d'Or previously. So he came, what year is it now? 25. So he came in 2021, competed, and he got a taste of this kind of feeling, this magic. And it was a very interesting year because it was just after COVID. Everybody was very happy. People were very happy to be here. He took a year off in order to hone his skills and continue practicing. And then now he's here, and he's here prepared.
You mean you want to see him and convince him to come back?
With this kind of focus and determination for a candidate, he knew exactly what he wanted, and what he wants to do is stand on the podium this year. And he's been surrounded by a great group of people that have been building him up as well.
Oh my God, such chefs as coaches.
Such grand chefs. So one of the other things before we launch his video is Matthew was also named 30 under 30. So it's very, like, his history and the people that are surrounding him and his accolades are very... Let's go ahead and launch his cooking video so that we can have a peek at what we're going to see here in kitchen number 12.
I mean, first of all, it's the flavor. It needs to be clean, full of flavor, and impactful. And it needs to look beautiful, like a garden city of Singapore. For the platter, it's always the same. As a chef, you need a personal identity. Of course, for me, it's always the most tasty food. It needs to be clean, and it needs to be impactful in the flavor. Exactly, it needs to look sharp.
Okay, and so here we have the coach for Team Singapore. Julian, do you have a microphone there?
We are with Julien Royer. Let's tell that it's a Cantalien, donc I should say a word in French. Bonjour, Julien.
Bonjour.
The great three-star chef. This is really luxury, you know, to have a coach who's a three-star chef in Singapore.
Yes, indeed.
Julien, un petit mot pour les Français qui viennent d'arriver là, parce que le salon est ouvert maintenant. Revenu sur les terres d'Auvergne-Rhône-Alpes pour d'aller conquérir le titre là, ce coup-ci avec Singapour.
Bonjour à tous, on est ravis d'être parmi vous et de participer à cette fabuleuse compétition. Notre candidat Mathieu est super prêt, il est vraiment déjà très focus et on a préparé vraiment quelque chose de spécial, donc j'espère que les jurys seront conquis par les préparations.
On peut pas dire. Julien, I was watching the commis working. What's her name again?
Sinva.
Sinva, she's Norwegian.
Yes.
And she's working on puff pastry right now.
That's right. We have two kind of dough for our tour today. The pie that they're doing is really quite nice. And, you know, our team is a bit like Singapore. It's a melting pot of nationality, flavor, and culture.
Yeah, because the chef has been working in Norway.
That's right. Mathieu is born and raised in Singapore, but he has been working in Singapore, and now he's working in Norway in a restaurant called Rina, which is third Michelin star as well.
Yeah.
So yeah, he's been a bit busy last year.
Yeah, exactly. And this is one of the interesting advantages that Matthew has, because he's been in Norway. He's been able to touch some of the product that some of the other teams that have to fly far.
Exactly.
Yes.
And we hope that our goal, you know, is to bring the best of both worlds in a plate, and to have obviously a strong DNA of European cooking, and this little sense of Southeast Asia from Singapore that they will taste later.
And we know perfectly that it's in the DNA of Singapore to be a melting pot.
Exactly.
So we'll have a cuisine which is a melting cooking pot.
Absolutely, absolutely.
Very, very young country. Okay, we're really looking forward to seeing what your team is going to bring out for us later. Matthew's over there busy with his head down. He's in his deer at this point of time. Well, going to go ahead, your kitchen number 12. Good luck, Team Singapore!
Merci à tous. Merci.
We'll save the last dance for you today.
2 hours 25 to plate.
Green tartar.
Je laisse passer par là. Pink salt, joli.
Welcome back. We are here in the studio now because the candidates, they were actually asked to use a smoked Japanese tea, a black Indian tea, or a Chinese oolong tea in their platter with the venison and foie gras. And the tea that they're using is provided by the contest's partner, Daman Frère. And I'm very pleased that I'm now joined by the president of the brand, Erika Lenouin, and a producer of the Fujisan Suchon smoked Japanese tea, Hiroki Matsumoto-san. Konnichiwa. Hello. So your tea is being used by the candidates in their menus today. What does it mean to you? What are you expecting? And we first get a Japanese translation.
今回このコンクールで、この材料として選ばれたということで、この参加者の方が、一番多く選ばれたお茶だということなんですけれども、どのようにそれをお受け取りになっていらっしゃいますか。
とても光栄に思ってます。世界中にいろんなお茶の生産者がいる中で、とても特徴的なお茶も作ってると、自分でも思ってるんですけども、その価値を認めていただけた、日本産のお茶の価値をもっと知っていただきたいなっていう気持ちでお茶を作ってるので嬉しいです。
So I'm very honored to be selected by many candidates, and I think our tea is very characteristic. So for me, I'm very happy to be recognized in this event.
Thank you very much, arigato. What about you? What does it mean for you that your tea is being used by the candidates here?
Oh, it's great. It's a great honor, and we are very excited. So we wanted to get out of the routine of tea because but it's also a great ingredient for dishes, and especially savory dishes, not only sweet. So yeah, it's a challenge for everyone, and we are very excited and wait for the results.
So you're actually trying to develop new ways of using tea, let's say as an ingredient, a food pairing. Can you tell us more about that?
Yes, we have a lot of connections with chefs. So we have a recipe book. We are exploring all the alternatives, and we have cheese pairing and pairing with meals. Generally speaking, we are collecting all the recipes and offer them to our professional clients.
Now you're here with one of your producers that provides you a tea. Actually, you get all your smoked tea, 3 teas from Hiroki Matsumoto-san. So how close does Daman Frères actually work with the producers?
Well, it's really in our DNA to source directly from producers. We buy directly from them because that's our expertise. We have experts traveling around the world trying to find the best teas that nature can provide. And we found, yes, we found the best smoked producers in Japan, I think. And all our teas are coming from him. And because he has an expertise and he smokes tea with natural wood coming from Japan, so he is the expert.
Okay, if he's an expert, then I'm curious to hear more about your tea. Tell me, what is unique about your tea when it comes to technicalities like smoking it? What is special? What do we need to know?
じゃあ、その松本さんのお茶がどういう点でユニークなんでしょうか。その技術的にどういった特徴がありますでしょうか。
私は、日本茶の、世界農業遺産っていう伝統的な農法でお茶を作っているんですけども、緑茶だけでなくて、紅茶であったりウーロン茶であったり特色のあるお茶を魅力的なお茶を発信していきたいなと思っていて、その中で燻製茶っていうのは、添加物のないお茶で日本の素材を使ったスモークティーっていうのにこだわっておりまして、燻製に使うスモークに使う素材を桜ですとか、ヒノキですとかウイスキーとかたくさんの種類を提案することで、お茶の楽しみ方を増やしたい、可能性を広げたいということを考えています。
So my idea is to keeping the agricultural heritage, oral agricultural heritage. We are producing green tea and also smoked tea. And our idea is we don't use additives, and we like to use only Japanese elements. So we use to smoke our teas for example, cherry trees or whiskey barrel wood.
So cherry trees or whiskey barrel where the tea is actually smoked. So this gives like a special taste.
じゃあちょっと味がやっぱりちょっと特別っていうことですよね。
そうですね。他にはない味を目指して、その日本茶のプロが、飲んで分かるだけじゃなくて、いろんな一般の方も飲んでスペシャルなお茶だっていうのが分かる、お茶を目指しています。
So we aim at a unique taste, and not only for Japanese professional who can appreciate our uniqueness, but it's also something appreciable for everyone.
Great, thank you very much. What does this partnership mean to you? You know, do you go there? Do you travel there also to see it?
Yes, and Marine, our tea expert for Japan, is really always in contact with all the producers. So, of course, we have a long partnership. We like to work with the best producers, and we keep them from one generation to another one. So it's a very long partnership. Yes, it's all the know-how of Daman Frères. We do everything ourselves, from the sourcing to the blends and the creativities intern. Yes.
And how do you choose the best producers? Do you have scouts that go out there?
Yes, it's like for wine. We test a lot of samples and we choose the best ones.
Great. And what does it mean now for you to be here at the first day of the competition here at Bocuse d'Or?
Oh, it's very exciting. We are following all the teams. We met them yesterday, so we could exchange with the candidates. So it's amazing, and it shows that tea can be an ingredient in the gastronomy. So, and Daman is really aiming to that. We are the tea for gastronomy.
Very shortly to him how he's enjoying the first day here.
で今回松本さんはこのボキューズドールというコンテストのこの場所に1日目に来られているわけですけれども、どういう感想をお持ちでしょうか。
とてもお祭りみたいで、日本の僕が知ってるお茶のコンテストっていうのは結構粛々と静かな緊張感があるイメージなんですけど、とても応援団も賑やかで、シェフの方はもちろん真剣なんですけども、とても見ていても興奮するような会場だなと思って。
So it is really there's a festival, like kind of a festival, and in the contest in Japan, it's very calm and stressful. So, but here they are encouraged by supporters, and I think the chiefs are all very serious, but it's really fun atmosphere here. I appreciate it.
It is, and you should see the Japanese fans. They're also quite fun. We had some here yesterday for another contest. Arigato, thank you very much. Merci beaucoup for partnering with Bocuse d'Or and for being here. Merci beaucoup.
Merci beaucoup.
Thank you.
Thank you. Yeah, and we'll be right back. We're actually going to the floor as we have Bragard there with Brian Mark Anderson. Yeah, over to you, Vincent, Angela. Are you looking for, yeah.
Thank you, Tanya. You know what was amazing is that the whole auditorium stayed so quiet for your last interview. You got very, very lucky for that one. So here we are, we're on the stage, and we have with us Bragard as well. Vincent, would you like to...
I'm sorry for that joke again, but obviously Brian is not in the kitchen today. Okay, Brian, we got a big surprise for you. Yeah, it's a surprise. You're not supposed to know. It's a surprise.
Thank you.
I brought to you two wonderful people from Bragard, Pascal and Anne-Emmanuel, and they are holding something hidden to the whole of us. Anne-Emmanuel, on va en dire un petit peu plus. Venez à côté de moi.
Anne-Emmanuelle, qu'est-ce que c'est que cette idée-là, cette idée folle?
C'est une idée folle qu'on a eue avec les équipes Bragard, parce que pour nous, c'est extrêmement important de pouvoir féliciter à notre façon Brian, qui fut le gagnant de la session dernière.
It's a crazy idea coming from the Bragard teams because it's very important to Bragard to have a former winner of Bocuse d'Or.
Et donc, nous avons travaillé avec les équipes de GL selon un cahier des charges pour pouvoir effectuer cette surprise. Pascal a été la personne qui a imaginé ce qui est dans cette housse.
Pascal was the person who imagined what's hidden in this cover. Can I ask the Swedish supporters to just make a little noise while we're talking to Denmark?
just a little less.
Okay.
Et donc, cette veste a intégré tous les marqueurs, toute l'ADN aujourd'hui du concours Paul Bocuse, du concours que nous vivons aujourd'hui, du concours fantastique que nous vivons sur cette scène aujourd'hui. Et nous avons intégré tous les marqueurs dans cette formidable, on peut le dire?
Ah oui, dans cette formidable réalisation. Alors, they said that everything, all the DNA of the competition, of the Bocuse d'Or, for years, the history is on this jacket. Now, show it to us.
And Emmanuel, you can take this microphone as well if you'd like to say a few words.
Yes, and just it's a unique vest. It's the exclusive jacket that we have done for you specifically because you are the winner of the Bocuse d'Or of the last session. So for us, it was very important to honor you with this specific jacket. As you can see in this jacket, you have your flag, you have your name written in gold yarn. So it's magic, it's really magic. And here you have the silhouette of Paul Bocuse, just to remember.
Where?
On the shelf. Yes.
Can you give me the left sleeve? Can I keep it?
Just
no,
the left.
No. Okay, never mind.
This is exclusive for you. So the Maison Bragard is very, very, very proud to give you this jacket.
Hold it to him.
Well,
Pascal,
actually, Brian, you can put this jacket on.
Put it
a
on
commemorative
him.
photo as well, please.
You will be dressed by Pascal herself, which is a great honor. Oh, don't get naked, okay? Right, we said...
Yeah, so Denmark is saying they have to make a show.
Whoa, what an athlete! The Swedish, they are jealous.
This is very, very beautiful. The Bocuse d'Or on the collar, the Bocuse silhouette on the side. This is absolutely stunning. Of art.
Jacket
Even the
will
way the flag has been done, wow.
It will
Super
officialize
wow.
your entry in the winners.
Yes, it's
The
super.
Bocuse winners.
It's the first that we have done for you.
The first time ever.
The first time it's for you.
Amazing, thank you. And it's tailor-fit as well. Amazing, thank you.
Well, merci beaucoup à la Maison Bragard. Thank you, Bragard,
Merci.
for this.
Thank you.
Thank you very much to all of you there. Wow, that looks amazing. Very beautiful, very elegant. Brian Mark Hansen in the Bragard shirt. Very nice.
Absolutely stunning. Thank you so much for joining us here on the stage, Bragard. And you can see all of us are also dressed in these beautiful chef jackets.
Thank you very much, Angela and Vincent. Now we got to know all the teams of the day, so I would say it's time for an early lunch break. We will be starting with a tasting in about 75 minutes. However, we'll be back on the live stream shortly after noon, so at lunchtime. We'll be back at 12, so enjoy your break and we'll see you then. Bon appétit.
And all glad we're fueled by a legacy of strong bonds.
Cookware is, if you are a musician, that's your instrument, right? So you have to have trust in your cookware.
This is where we meet. Metals layered together for perfect conductivity. We're bonded for life.
At Be-Water, we've revolutionized water in gastronomy, making it great tasting, sustainable, and local. We're bringing water back to the center of the table. As the main partner of the Bocuse d'Or 2025, we are proud to support the greatest chefs and juries with our Active Plus, Active Carafe, designed to enhance every exceptional moment. Be-Water, the water that inspires gastronomy and respects our planet.
Citeo Pro est un éco-organisme agréé au titre de la responsabilité élargie du producteur emballage de la restauration. Il a été créé à l'initiative des entreprises qui en assurent la gouvernance. La mission de Citeo Pro est de s'acquitter des obligations des producteurs d'emballage de la restauration en contrepartie d'une contribution financière. Adhérer à Citeo Pro, c'est pour vous la garantie d'être en conformité avec vos obligations réglementaires. C'est aussi l'assurance pour le secteur de la restauration de bénéficier de l'expertise du groupe Citeo pour réduire l'impact environnemental des emballages.
Perfect presentations every time has been our main goal for 40 years. We work for impeccable dining and drinking experiences. We offer premium and highly functional products. We design the vision of the future. We crown our original collections with numerous awards. With energy efficiency, we accomplish circular production. Bonna makes the finest presentations possible, each and every time. Bonna, passionately dedicated.
Bridor has always endeavored to make premium bread and Viennese pastries available to everyone. Supported by chefs all around the globe, it developed its handcrafted products industrial management philosophy by opening up to all the bakery cultures of the world. Bridor would be nothing without the passion of the women and men who work to meet its customers' demands, thanks to high-performance industrial tools in phase with environmental challenges.
Welcome to the roots of our legacy, where vibrancy vibrates via ventricles and veins, and electricity forever has its blooming days. Welcome to Beyond.
L'envie du vrai. Chez Elle et Vire, en Normandie, nous partageons avec les chefs en quête d'excellence la même envie du vrai. Partir du plus simple et le sublimer pour faire naître de vraies émotions. Chez Elle et Vire, c'est cette envie qui nous anime, pour vous offrir des crèmes et des beurres au goût exceptionnel.
C'est bon, Thierry, on y va.
Elle et Vire, au cœur de l'excellence, l'envie du vrai.
For 150 years, we have been perfecting our know-how alongside our committed producers. Together, we breed respectfully to ensure quality at every step. Our actions reveal the best of each product, enhancing your creations. For the next 150 years, we will continue to innovate with passion so that you can reinvent culinary art. Rougi&eacute. We innovate, you create.
Together for almost a century, together with cocoa producers, artisans, and all chocolate lovers, we have been moving the needle for a fair and sustainable industry and for creative and responsible gastronomy. Beyond words, we believe in actions. 100% of Valrona's cocoa can be traced back to the producers. As a certified B Corp, we are committed to improving every day. We accompany artisans of good taste in creating works of art with the most beautiful material and to be actors in the sustainable and committed gastronomy of tomorrow. Together, good becomes better.
Tell her that I love her endlessly, because love grows where my rosemary goes, and nobody knows like me. There's something about her head on her mind. It's a feeling that's fine, and I just gotta say, hey, she's really got a magical spell, and it's working so well that I can't get away. I'm a lucky fella, and I just gotta tell her that I love her endlessly, because love grows where my rosemary goes, and nobody knows like me. Keeps going every place she's been, and nobody knows like me. Compagnons des mauvais jours, je vous souhaite une bonne nuit. Et je m'en vais, la recette a été mauvaise. C'est encore une fois de ma faute. Tous les torts sont de mon côté. Alors je m'en vais, j'aurais dû vous écouter. J'aurais dû jouer du caniche, c'est une musique qui plaît. J'aurais dû nous écouter. Mais je n'en ai fait qu'à ma tête. Et puis je me suis énervé. Compagnon de mauvais jours, pensez à moi quelquefois. Plus tard, quand vous serez réveillé, pensez à celui qui joue du phoque et du saumon fumé au bord de la mer. Les mauvais jours, les mauvais jours, les mauvais jours. Compagnons de mauvais jours, je vous souhaite une bonne nuit. Et je m'en vais, la recette a été mauvaise. Quand on joue du chien à poil dur, il faut ménager son archet. Alors je m'en vais, les gens ne viennent pas au concert pour entendre hurler à la mort. Et cette chanson de la fourrière nous a causé le plus grand tort. Compagnons des mauvais jours, je vous souhaite une bonne nuit. Dans mes rêves, moi je prends ma casquette, puis 2 ou 3 cigarettes dans le paquet et je m'en vais, je m'en vais. Compagnons des mauvais jours, pensez à moi quelquefois. Plus tard, quand vous serez réveillés, pensez à celui qui joue du phoque et du saumon fumé au bord de la mer, au bord de la mer. Les mauvais